It's me again, Teacher Che. Now, we will continue to explore the basics of statistics. In this video, we are going to know and understand the different terms and parts of a frequency distribution table, organize data in a frequency distribution table, and create a frequency distribution table. Let us now focus on this data here, weight of 15 grade 7 students. Now, if we are to describe given this type of arrangement, it's a bit difficult, right? How about arranging the data this way? It will be easier to describe then, am I right? This type of arrangement is called a frequency distribution. But what is a frequency distribution? Frequency distribution is an arrangement of data that shows the frequency of occurrence of different values of variables. This is a frequency distribution table. It is a title, Frequency Distribution of the Weight of Grade 7 Students. This is the data that we have a while ago. And the first column listed here are the weight of the grade 7 students, arranged from least to greatest. Or it could be listed from greatest to least. And the next column is the frequency. By the way, this type of frequency distribution is an ungrouped frequency distribution. But how to make an ungrouped frequency distribution? Simple. First, we will write the title of the frequency distribution table. So the title will be based on the data. So in here, since the data is all about the weight of grade 7 students, the title will be Frequency Distribution of the Weight of Grade 7 Students. Second, we will create a table with 3 columns for the categories, for the tally, and for the frequency. Now, what is a tally? Tally is a simple way of recording and counting data. So I'll show you how to do the tally. So we have here the data. So the weight of grade 7 students. We marked 38 here first. Then we will write a stick here. So this is 38. We have 138. 35. Here's 35. 40. Here's 40. 43. 44. So we have 44 here. 35 is here. 42 is here. 43 is here. 41 is here. 40 is here. 39 is here. 38 is here. 40 is here. 37 is here. And last 38 is here. So we are now done tallying. So we will count the sticks and write it here, just like this. So we have here 2 sticks, so 2. There are 2 35 in the data. We have 0, we have no 36. We have 137, 3, 1, we have 3 40s, 1, 1, 2, and 1. To check, since we know that there are 15 grade 7 students, so we will add the frequencies. We have 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, and the total is 15. So how about with this data given here? We have mathematics scores of 54 grade 7 students. So we have here 54. And if you're going to observe, the highest value here is 77, or the highest score is 77. And maybe the lowest score here is 31. So it will be we'll be dealing with more numbers from 31 to 77. So instead of making an ungrouped frequency distribution, we can make a grouped frequency distribution. So in order for us to make a grouped frequency distribution, we must know the following terms. We have the range. The range is the difference between the highest score or value and the lowest score or value. Class interval refers to the numerical width of any class in a particular distribution. Lower limit refers to the smallest value in a class, and upper limit refers to the largest value in a class. So how to make a grouped frequency distribution? So first, we need to find the range. What is a range again? Range is the difference between the highest value and the lowest value. So we have here highest value or highest score minus the lowest score. Since the data we have here are scores of grade 7 students. So observe carefully the data and take note of the highest value. So the highest value or score in here is 77, and the lowest value here is 31. So we need to subtract 77 minus 31 to get the range, and the difference is 46. So next is to decide on the number of class interval or number of classes. So it's up to you as to how many class interval do you want. But the desirable is between 10 to 15 class intervals. So in here, we will just choose to have 10 class intervals. So again, it's up to us. It's our decision as to the number of class intervals. The next, we have to calculate for the class interval size, or I, by dividing the range by the desired number of class intervals. So we have here I, so the range divided by the number of classes. So we decide to have 10 class intervals, and if you recall, the range is 46. This is from 77 minus 31. The result or difference is 46. This is the range. Then we decide to have 10 class intervals. So we have here 10. So 46 divided by 10. The answer is 4.6, or round to 5. So our class size is 5. So after determining or calculating the class size or the I, we will now determine the class limits. We have, if you recall, we have the lower class limit and the upper class limit. So we must take note that there must be enough classes to include the lowest and the highest value in your class interval. So we have here the data and to recall, our highest score here is 77 and the lowest score is 31. So to make a class interval, start from the lowest class interval. So we must include 31. We can have 31 to 35. Since our class size is 5, so we'll be dealing with 5 numbers. So to check, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. We have 5 numbers. So we can have this. Or we can have 30 to 34. Does 31 belongs here? Yes, 31 belongs here. We have 30, 31, 32, 33, to 34. By the way, in this class interval, we have here 31 as the lower limit and 35 is the upper limit. In here, we have here 30 as the lower limit and 34 is the upper limit. Now, let's have, if you want to start from the highest or the highest class interval, we could have, so take note, highest score is 77. So we could have 73 to 77. So 77 is here, the upper limit, and the lower limit is 73. So 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. So still 5 numbers. Or we can have 75 to 79. The 77 belongs here? Yes, of course. 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. So still involves 5 numbers. So, and 77 is here. So we can have this one as our highest class interval or this one. It's up to you to choose. So next, after determining the class intervals, the highest or the lowest, so next we will have or we'll make a tabulation. So first we must have a title, and it's based on the data. So our title is Frequency Distribution of Mathematics Score of 54 grade 7 students. Now we have our table, 3-column table. So we have here for the category or the score in class interval, so or in by group. So we will just choose out of the 4 class intervals that we had. We will just start from the lowest class interval. So our arrangement here will be ascending. So 31 to 35. So next will be, so here it is 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it involves 5 numbers since our class size is 5. So to have the next class interval, we can have, so 36. We'll just add 5 from 31. 31 plus 5 equals 36. Then continue with the next. 36 plus 5 is 41. 41 plus 5 is 46, and so on up to 76. We make sure that 77 will be included in our highest class interval. So here we'll still do the same. We can add 5 to 35, so making it 40 plus 5, 45, and so on. So up to 80. The 77 belongs here? Yes, of course. So 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. And it involves 5 numbers. So the class size is 5. Now, it's an ascending order. We can also have the arrangement in descending order. So we'll start, you can start it below. So we have here 31 to 35, same with here, we'll just add 5. So we have here 31, 36 up to 76, and then so 35 up to 80. So this is in descending order. So now let's tally. So just like what we did for the ungrouped frequency distribution, so we'll just mark each of the numbers until all the numbers will be recorded here in the tally. So we start with 71. 71 is here. 77 is here. So 77 belongs to 76 to 80. 68 Yes, it belongs here. 66 to 70. 64 belongs here. 55 is here. 50 is here. 45 is here. 40 is here. And 35 is here. And so on. So that's how to tally. Just brush out and then record it in the tally column. So 50, 42 plus. Okay, so now we are going to write the number of sticks here in the frequency. So we have here 4. So let's just check. We have here 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 5, 10 plus 4, 14. So 5 plus 1, 6. Same. 6. We have here 4. 3. We have here 3 and 1. To check, we know that the data given, we have here, there are 54 students, so we must add all of the frequencies. It must sum up to 54. So 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 14 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 54. So this is now our grouped frequency distribution. So the title, Frequency Distribution of the Mathematics Score of 54 grade 7 students. And the first column, the scores of the students and the frequency. If you observe, you have this symbol, sigma. This is a Greek letter, which means total or sum. Then F here represents the frequency, so it means the total or the sum of all the frequencies, which is 54. And if you observe in this table, most of the students, the grade 7 students, got the score from 46 to 50. There are 14 of them. And only one got the score, highest score, from 76 to 80. That's all for today. So thank you for listening and God bless.